engine finally came out, and to just jump right into it, I'm gonna go ahead and take the valve cover off. I'll eventually take the head and hopefully get all the way down past the jug in this one episode. I'd be very happy if I can get all of this off. The valve cover came off really easily. Something I did notice is there's no play in the cam. I mean, it is very firmly in there, but it was just 2 bolts for the valve cover. It came off super easy. I don't know if this gasket comes in the gasket replacement kit. I hope it does, but I did notice it has this weird half circle piece in it, and I don't recall seeing that, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna have to buy another one of those or if this is reusable. I doubt that. But I think next is gonna be the cam bearing holds. I don't know the technical term, but these hold the cam bearing in, cam bearings. I believe these will come next, and then the rod holding, I honestly don't know what this is either. The rocker, I believe is what this is called. It will come out the side. These will come out, and then I believe the entire cam can come out. And I'll have to, well, I'm replacing the cam chain, so it can just be left loose. All right, so things are moving way quicker now. I got the rocker and then the whatever bolt it pivots on. This is the cam chain tensioner. It's out. This is just the bolt that holds the rocker rod in. The bearing caps for the cam, they are out. I believe next I might take the shims off the valve, then eventually the cam's gonna come out, drop the cam chain in, and then I think after that I can start removing bolts for the head, and then it should be able to come out. It's not far from coming out. So something I just realized, these are the shims for the valves, and on this right shim, you can see it there, on the bottom side of the right shim, there's actually the letters hot on there, and I don't know if that is from the company Hot Cams, which I know they make souped up cams for at least my mini bike engine. They did, which means they probably do for dirt bike engines too. But if it has hot cam shims, then it probably has an upgraded camshaft. I'm not sure if this is what a stock CRF 250X cam looks like, or if these are more aggressive. I really have no clue what I'm looking at, but if it's got an upgraded cam, that's great. Camshaft and all the shims and the little caps that go over the shims are out. So now the head is ready to be taken off. I just got to remove these bolts. There are 2 inside and then 2 outside, and then this should be able to come off. I was holding the cam chain up, but I guess since I'm replacing it, it doesn't really matter if it falls down in there. So yes, this should be coming off next. Okay, I got the head off. Something I noticed about it was when lifting from both sides, the left side of the engine wanted to rise up quicker than the right side. The right side was really sticking. I had to give it some WD-40, and I even tapped it with the rubber mallet. Eventually, just lifting from the right side and slightly lifting from the right side and lightly pushing from down from the left side, I was able to get the head to come off. One thing I noticed is there is severe carbon buildup, so I'll blast all of that off. Everything for the, other than the cam chain, everything for the valve train is out now. Still have these cam chain guides. I'm not sure how well the piston will show up. Yeah, it's in neutral right now. And I've already taken all the gear shift stuff out, so I can't rotate it. But the piston is also very carbon covered, and I can almost see, I can't tell if I see metal flecks or not. But I'm looking right now at the jug wall, Anyways, I'll get farther down into it. But I do believe I burned the piston rings up on this, so when it comes out, I'll get a better look at it. So I did end up getting the head off. I'm really wondering if burnt piston rings is really actually the problem, because the cross hatching I think looks really good in this, but it's off anyways. The piston and crank and all that does turn freely. I went ahead and took this side cover off, and then the oil filter goes in here. Took that out, that was gross. I checked the oil screen, which is down in here. It's actually really clean. There is sediment under it, but the screen itself doesn't have much gunk in it. Like I said, I did turn the engine over. At first I was worried because it did not want to turn over, but then the harder I turned, it does turn, and I realized it's because the starter motor is still hooked up, so I'm turning the starter motor at the same time. But it does move. I really don't know if the piston rings have actually been burnt up and ruined, but anyhow, it's all gonna get replaced, even the piston. But yeah, it looks so much different. But this is gonna be the end of this episode. I actually just wanted to get down to this point, but I went ahead and took this off just to peek in there. But yeah, a lot of progress made. It looks already way different. I think next episode, I don't know, I might actually end up splitting the case open and looking at all the transmission and whatnot in there. But yeah, that'll be it for this one.